Welcome to the Nation of History channel. Be sure to subscribe and like so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Men and prospectors at the White Pass and Yukon Railway Station in Alaska around 1900. The station was a crucial point for travelers and miners during the Klondike Gold Rush, connecting Alaska to the rest of North America. Spotted Tail, a notable Cheyenne chief, photographed around 1869. He was a respected leader of the Northern Cheyenne tribe and played an important role during the conflicts with the United States in the late 19th century. The Deadwood Coach, photographed in 1889. The carriage was one of the main means of transportation for travelers during the Gold Rush era in Deadwood, South Dakota. The Old Zuni Mission Church, photographed in 1873. Located in New Mexico, the mission was one of the first Spanish colonial constructions in the region. It reflected the attempt to convert native peoples to Christianity. The 6th Cavalry training horses at Fort Bayard, New Mexico, around 1885. Fort Bayard was a strategic military base during the period of westward expansion, where troops were trained to face the challenges of desert terrain. Company B of the 10th Infantry Regiment crosses the Gila River near San Carlos, Arizona Territory around 1885. This regiment was primarily made up of African American soldiers, known as Buffalo Soldiers. Chief Iron Bear at Fort Berthold, North Dakota, around 1866. He was an important figure in Native American resistance during the westward expansion of the United States. Chinese camp at the end of the construction line of the Central Pacific Railroad, photographed in 1866. 7 astronomers at S.W. Nomax's farm in Fort Worth, Texas, waiting for the total solar eclipse, photographed on July 29, 1878. Frank E. Webner, Pony Express rider, photographed around 1861. The Pony Express was a mail system connecting the east and west of the United States, covering long distances on horseback. A steam locomotive in Elk Canyon on the Black Hills and Fort Pierre Railroad line in South Dakota. The scene, likely captured in the late 19th or early 20th century, depicts the importance of railroads for transportation. The interior of the Orient Saloon in Bisbee, Arizona, around 1900. The saloon is filled with men wearing formal hats while participating in a game of Faro, a popular card game of the time. Salish delegation from the Flathead Reservation, Montana, photographed in 1884. The group represented the native peoples of the region, who faced challenges as they dealt with the pressures of the U.S. government to adjust to new laws and boundaries. Holliday's Overland Stage Office in Denver, Colorado, photographed between 1865 and 1870. This office was part of an important stagecoach line that connected several cities in the American West. Horse exchange during a roping operation in South Dakota in 1890. This type of activity was common among cowboys working in the vast prairies, managing cattle, and ensuring the smooth running of operations. 2 hunters standing over a downed buffalo in Fort Pierre, South Dakota, in 1903. At the time, buffalo hunting was a common practice among settlers and hunters, aiming to reduce the buffalo population. Chinese merchants in front of a dry goods store, Upper China Gong and Company, in the Arizona Territory, photographed in 1894. Work teams in Sturgis, Dakota Territory, photographed between 1887 and 1892. Sturgis was a trade and transport hub during the period of westward expansion. Two Apache women sitting around a campfire, photographed around 1903. The traditional clothing and rocky setting indicate the nomadic and resilient lifestyle of the Apache people, who lived in the arid and remote areas of the American Southwest. Sunflower, a portrait of a Sioux man around 1899. The image captures the essence of one of the most important native peoples in North America who inhabited the Great Plains. Cavalry, artillery, and supply wagons column commanded by General George A. Custer during the Black Hills Expedition. The photo was taken in 1874, 1 year before the famous Battle of Little Bighorn, where Custer would face a historic defeat. East side of the plaza in Santa Fe, New Mexico, around 1866. Santa Fe, one of the oldest cities in the United States, was a commercial and cultural hub during the 19th century. Wells Fargo Stagecoach in Cisco, California, around 1868. Wells Fargo was one of the most important companies in the American West, providing mail and valuables transport services through its coaches. Cattle loading at McCoy's Stockyard in Abilene, Kansas. The site was one of the most important cattle trading centers in the 19th century. Abilene became a strategic point for cattle movement. A group of people in Guthrie, in the Indian Territory, around 1889, with the caption, "Holding down a lot in Guthrie." They are posing near an improvised tent in a typical scene from the colonization and westward expansion era. A group of soldiers at Fort Totten, North Dakota, around 1881. The fort was a key military installation during the westward expansion, where soldiers played a vital role in maintaining order and security at the borders. California Company with its animal-drawn vehicle, leaving Virginia City around 1866. The city was an important center of mining and trade during the Silver Rush. Chinese workers on the railroad likely working on the construction of the Transcontinental Railroad through the Sierra Nevada mountains around 1868. John Delane's wagon shop in Bacon Bow, Custer County, Nebraska, photographed in 1889. The shop specialized in making wagons for pioneers traveling through the American West. Crew of the picture boat at Diamond Creek on the Colorado River. The photo was taken in 1871. Diamond Creek is a known spot along the banks of the Colorado River, and boats were essential for navigation in the area. Miner's cabin in the Plata Mountains, Colorado, photographed in 1875. The simple cabin was built by miners who were in the area searching for gold and silver. Miner's cabin in Winter, Colorado, between 1828 and 1905. These cabins were simple and functional, built to shelter miners during the harshest months. Workers at Irvin Farm, California, in 1891. They are standing next to agricultural equipment with some steam-powered machines visible in the background, used for transporting and processing crops. Brothers Jason and Rowan Brown at their mining camp in the San Bernardino Mountains around 1890. During the gold rush and other mining expeditions, many families settled in remote areas. War Eagle Hotel in Idaho City, Idaho. The hotel was one of the main lodging buildings in the city during the peak of the gold rush. Idaho City was an important mining hub in the 1860s. Street scene in Webster, Kansas in the early 1900s. The image shows daily life in the small town with local commerce and horse-drawn transportation. Flagstaff in the Arizona Territory around 1899. The city was a growing center in the American West, with some stone and wood constructions beginning to form the urban core. A gathering of residents in Ceboleta, New Mexico, photographed by Charles Pierce. The photo, taken in the early 20th century, features a large group of men and women, many wearing typical hats of the time. A street in Flagstaff, Arizona, photographed in 1889. The city, which started as a railroad hub, is growing with small wooden constructions and a landscape still under development. Mexican wedding in San Jose, New Mexico, photographed by Charles Pierce. The image depicts a traditional wedding moment, with the community gathered to celebrate the event. Camp near the sanatorium in Hyde Park, Austin, Texas, photographed in 1894. Hyde Park was an area in Austin known for its green spaces, and at the time, the sanatorium provided treatments for various health conditions. Native American man in front of a teepee in Minnesota in the 19th century. The teepees were traditional among the Great Plains tribes, used as shelter during their nomadic journeys. The residence of G.L. Rule, dated February 18, 1898, in the Arizona Territory. The family, posing in front of the house, had been living there since September 1893. The first water supply works in Perry, Oklahoma Territory, photographed on September 10, 1893. The first and last soda stand in Arizona, photographed in 1871. These establishments were essential for travelers and miners crossing the vast and arid regions of the American West. Hovey's Dance Hall in Clifton, Arizona, photographed in 1884. The venue was an important social gathering spot for residents and workers in the area who were involved in mining activities. Gold Hill, Nevada, around 1867 to 1868. Gold Hill was an important center during the Nevada Gold Rush, with mines attracting thousands of prospectors and workers. The Guimoirie a sailboat from the 1850s, photographed around 1894. During the 19th century, sailboats were essential for the transportation of goods and passengers, mainly in coastal and port areas. Officers' quarters at Fort Rawlins in 1887. Fort Rawlins, located in Wyoming, was an important military installation during the 19th century, where U.S. forces played a crucial role in maintaining order and protecting the western borders. JPS office in the city of Midland, Texas, around 1895. Midland was a growing center in the American West, especially during the expansion of railroads and the development of the oil industry in the late 19th century. Track repairmen in Empire City, Nevada, around the 1880s. These workers were essential for maintaining the railroads, which were vital for transporting goods and people in the American West. Hotel and meat market in Coalinga, California, photographed in 1892. Coalinga was a growing town during the late 19th century, serving as a commercial hub for people traveling through the region. Chestnut Street in Leadville, Colorado. Leadville was a key city during the Silver Rush in the late 19th century. Central City, Colorado, around 1864. During the 1860s, Central City was one of the main mining hubs in Colorado, especially during the gold rush in the Rocky Mountains. International Hotel on C Street in Virginia City, Nevada, photographed between 1860 and 1870. During the Silver Rush, Virginia City was a thriving mining hub, and the International Hotel was a popular gathering spot for miners and visitors. Main Street, Boise, Idaho, photographed in 1866. During this time, Boise was beginning to establish itself as an important city in the American West, with growth driven by mining and commerce. The city of Hays, Kansas, photographed in 1885. During this period, Hays was becoming an important stopover point for travelers along the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad. Virginia City, Montana, around the 1890s. During this period, Virginia City was a thriving mining center, known for its large gold production during the gold rush. If you enjoyed this video and want to support the channel, please use the Super Thanks tool below. Your contribution helps us keep bringing you amazing historical content. Thank you so much for your support, and see you in the next video.